Let's have the sister there in the back. You wanted to say something, yeah?
I've been following your talks and all that. And in my experience and whatever I've seen, those toxic kind of ladies are ex-Muslims. And countering them is a real problem because they have knowledge and they have sort of got everything sorted when it comes to arguments. They've got knowledge of Quran and whatever we have. First of all, have to control the emotional impulse punch them in the face, obviously. And secondly, how to counter their arguments because they're coming from a point of view where they have already got we're about to.
I recently done a thing on Michaela Peterson's podcast. She's Jordan Peterson's daughter, yeah? And it's called Opposing Views. And the person that I was going against was a woman called Hirsi Ali. I'm not sure if you... She's probably the most prominent ex-Muslim in the world today, yeah? It's coming out, by the way, next week. And hopefully that'll be something enjoyable for people to watch. Because the truth of the matter is, she's not qualified in Islam at all. When I was looking, you were saying that they have knowledge. They don't actually have knowledge. When I was looking at their books, I read their books quite meticulously, yeah? They were making blunders, serious blunders. At one point she said, Muslims worship Muhammad. And at another point she said that Surah Al-Fatiha is the greatest ayah of the Quran. It's not an ayah. It's a surah. Wallahi, she said this. And she goes, and she was saying things like this, right, in her book. No one's peer reviewing it. She doesn't know what the difference between the hadith is and the Quranic verses, right? So she says, Al-Jannah tahta aqdam al-umm, which is that it's a weak hadith actually, that the Jannah is underneath the feet of the mother, yeah? Is one of the verses of the Quran. There's no such verse in the Quran, it's a weak hadith. So she doesn't even know, she probably hasn't even read the Quran. But a lot of people, like the Prophet ﷺ said, they've been given ability to speak. And so you have to be able to differentiate between those who have been trained in the religion of Islam and those who haven't. There are people who are non-Muslims, bona fide scholars who understand the religion of Islam. In this university, you have someone called John Hoover. He's a specialist of Ibn Taymiyyah. He's known, not in the university, right? He's actually studied the religion. He can speak fluent Arabic. No one can really doubt his qualifications or his credentials. And he's fair in his assessment. I don't agree with everything he has to say, but certainly he's not trying to malign the religion and he's an absolute fool. He's a bona fide academic, and so therefore, what I will say, we have to be able to distinguish between liars and charlatans. That's the first thing. And people who are actually being trained. That's the first. The second thing is actually, a lot of the problem is that we ourselves don't know the basics. Like, many Muslims have not read the entire Quran. You'd be surprised. Even in the English, the meanings of the translations of the Quran, some Muslims have not gone cover to cover, ever. So someone will say something, and they will say, okay, well, the Quran says this. I've had so many people come to me and say, well, the Quran states this. I said, there's no such verse in the Quran like that. Because then the Muslim has not read the Quran. And so he's got a doubt which is baseless. So basically, I think really the solution to a lot of these problems is knowledge. And when you have a little bit of knowledge, most of these things become funny to you because you realize it's a joke. Especially when you start realizing, okay, you can research on a secondary basis. You can go look at tafsir, look at the hadith. If you have knowledge of the Arabic language, then you'll be able to dismantle almost every ex-Muslim polemic that's out there. Because most of them don't even have access to that. Actually, all of them that I know of. None of them have access to the Arabic language. None. Can you imagine? So, yeah, I think it's pretty simple. But we just have to be more confident, I think.